It's about 5 after the hour now, so we'll go ahead and get started. I am your host today. My name is Corey Sharman. I'm a Senior Technical Alliance Manager with the VMware TAP team, part of the TAP Tech team. And so I just want to go ahead and welcome and thank you for joining the TAP Quarterly Webinar. In this webinar, myself and RJ Perry will review the different topics regarding how to use the My VMware portal and how to file a support request. At the end of the presentation, there will be a short Q&A section where you will be able to unmute yourself and ask any questions regarding the topics covered in our presentation today. You can also email tapalliance@vmware.com with any follow-up questions regarding this presentation. And I'll remind you again at the end, I just want to let you know that today's session is going to be recorded and published later, and we'll make sure all of you get the notification on that as soon as it's ready. So here's the agenda for today. We will review the TAP NFR license keys. Then we will move over to the My VMware portal, where we will review how to use the portal to manage your license keys. And then afterwards, we'll review how to file a support request and the support options that are available to our TAP partners. We'll then finish with the FAQ and a Q&A section where you can ask your questions. So first, let's review the NFR license keys that are provided as a benefit to the TAP partners. So here's the list of the TAP NFR license keys that are provided as a benefit to the TAP program. Acceptable uses of the TAP NFR licenses are solely for the purposes of demonstrating, developing, testing, and supporting interoperability and integrations between partner products and VMware software. TAP NFR licenses are not available for any production use. Production uses of the licenses include, but are not limited to, using VMware NFR software for the partner's own information processing or computing needs, or the demonstration, development, testing, or support of partner products that have not yet been developed or integrated with VMware software pursuant to the TAP program. So now, let's go ahead and move on to the My VMware portal. All right. So the My VMware portal, this is where you're going to go to access your TAP NFR license keys, file support requests, and download the VMware software bits. So to log on, you're going to want to go to my.vmware.com and enter your credentials or register for an account. And then after you have successfully logged into the My VMware portal, you are directed to the home page. I will explain some sections of the home page view. So the first one I'll cover is alerts. At the home page, you'll want to review any alerts that appear. You can access the alerts by clicking on your name in the upper right-hand corner and then select the alerts link. So download software. Focusing in the upper left, here is where you can download the VMware software bits to install in your development environment. To download the software, you will need to be given downloaded permissions to your TAP NFR license keys by the super user of the account. All right, so manage license keys. Here's where you manage your TAP NFR license keys. If you do not have this icon in your My VMware portal, you will need to be invited to the entitlement account where your TAP NFR license keys are located. And then get support. This is where you can file a support request for VMware product support, My VMware portal support, or other general questions. And then view alerts. Here's another link to manage your alerts. And then manage users and permissions. If you are an administrator to an entitlement account, you can manage who has access to the entitlement account and what permissions are granted to each user. Manage services. If you have any VMware subscription services, you will be able to view them here. And then finally, download reports. You can download a list of all license keys that you have permissions to view. This report is extremely helpful for the super user in knowing the orders, contracts, folders, and notes associated with the license keys. And then toward this page, this just provides you a quick virtual tour of the My VMware portal.
So now let's review some definitions that are used in the My VMware portal. Entitlement account, or EA. The entitlement account is similar to the license key account. This is where the VMware license keys are located. Super user, or SU. The super user in the My VMware portal is the designated license key administrator for the EA. Procurement contact, or PC. The procurement contact is the primary contact for the EA. They can manage the EA just like the super user. Now let's look at the My VMware permissions. The super user can manage the user permissions in the My VMware portal. You can see that these two individuals here have different permissions granted to them. The super user is the administrator who grants access and permissions. Here's a brief overview of the different permissions that you can control as a super user. You can grant permissions to view only specific folders or the whole account. This is decided by the super user. Manage roles. Permission to manage roles or add an administrator for the account. View support requests. This gives permission to view support requests that are filed for the account. View orders and support contracts. This provides permissions to view orders and support contracts for the account. View license keys and user permissions. This provides permissions to view the license keys and the permissions given to each user on the account. Manage folders and user permissions. Provides permission to move, add, or delete folders for the account. Divide and combine license keys. Permission to divide or combine license keys for the account. Upgrade and downgrade license keys. Permission to upgrade or downgrade license keys for the account. File technical support requests. Permission to file technical support requests for license keys owned for the specific entitlement account. Download products. Download permission is granted automatically if the user is added to the entitlement account. Moving over to the right side of the screen, a red circle means that the user does not have permission granted to them. A green circle means that the user has their permissions granted. A lock means that you are unable to modify or change this permission for this user. To download a VMware product, you will need to have access to the TAP NFR entitlement account, own the license key to the product that you wish to download, and this license key needs to appear in the entitlement account that you are provided access to. If you encounter problems with downloading, please contact your super user and request download permissions to the TAP NFR entitlement account. If you are having trouble downloading the bits in the My VMware portal, please contact the My VMware support team at myvmware-help@vmware.com. So here's a screenshot view of the VMware product download page. Where you are provided access to your TAP NFR license keys, you will be able to download the VMware software bits that you require by clicking on the blue Download Now button. If this button is grayed out, you will need to speak with your super user for assistance or contact the My VMware support team.
All right. So in this section, we will review these topics around how to manage your TAP NFR license keys. So we're going to review how to manage license keys and move the license keys into folders, how to add notes to a license key, how to upgrade, downgrade, combine, and divide license keys, and then how to generate a report for all license keys within an entitlement account. Okay, so let's first review the license key / folder management. So as the super user, you have the ability to move your license keys to new folders to identify the use of your license keys. This is especially useful when you have NFR license keys in production or commercial license keys mixed into the same entitlement account. So you can create a folder called the TAP NFR and move all of your TAP NFR license keys to this folder. So under the subfolders, you can create departments or project names and move license keys allocated for the department to this folder. Whoops, sorry about that. All right, so here's how to create a folder. So you can create a new folder by clicking on the Manage License Keys link and then selecting Actions and Create Folder. You'll then identify where the folder will reside and click and save. Additional assistance can be found in this KB article link below. So here's how you can move your license keys from one folder to another. So first, click on the Manage License Keys link that you see there at the top left corner. And then change the drop-down from View License Keys to Move License Keys. And then next, you'll select the VMware product that you'd like to move the license key for. Then checkmark the box to the left of the serial number. And then just click the blue Continue button there at the bottom of the page. And you're ready to go. And then you'll identify which folder you would like to move the license key to. And then agree to the warning message here. That'll be sure to pop up. And then click Continue. Your license key has been moved to the new selected folder of your choice. Additional assistance can also be found in this KB article link below. And of course, you can always email TAP Alliance as well. And then finally, all right, and then you'll hit that Continue button there. And so you can add notes to your license keys. This allows you to know who you provided the license keys to. And so to do this, you will click on the Manage License Keys link. Then go to the license key that you would like to add a note to. You'll see a blue Add Notes link underneath the serial number. You'll then add your desired text in this box. For example, this is a TAP NFR license key, and the key was given to Ben for integration purposes. You will then click the Save button. When you log into the license portal and look at this license key, you now know who you provided this key to. Additional assistance can be found in this KB article link below. All right, so here's how you can upgrade and downgrade your license keys. Today, we will focus on the upgrade option. However, downgrading a license key is very similar to upgrading a license key. So you're going to first want to click on the Manage License Keys link. Then change the drop-down from View License Keys to Upgrade License Keys. And then next, you want to select the VMware product that you'd like to upgrade. And then check mark the box to the left of the serial number. And then click the blue Continue button at the bottom. And then you're ready to go. You'll then be asked to confirm the license upgrade. And then again, you'll want to click Continue. And then you will now confirm that you would like to upgrade your existing license keys. And then you'll want to check the box confirming that you agree to the terms of the license upgrade. And then click the Confirm button. And then you'll then be provided with the new license key. And then the old license key can no longer be used in your environment. And additional assistance, again, can be found in this KB article link below. All right, so now let's review how you can combine and divide license keys. We will focus on dividing a license key. However, again, combining a license key is very similar to dividing a license key. So first, click on the Manage License Keys link. Then change the drop-down from View License Keys to Divide License Keys. Then next, you'll want to go ahead and select the VMware product that you would like to divide. And then check mark the box to the left of the serial number. And then click the blue Continue button at the bottom. All right, so here you'll need to identify how many licenses you'd like to divide and how many will reside within each new key. So I have chosen to divide this key into two keys. The first key will have only one key, and the second key will have the remaining 208 license keys. And then you'll want to check the box confirming that you agree to the terms of the license divide. And then click the Confirm button. And then you will be provided with the new license keys. The old license key can no longer be used in your environment, and additional assistance can be found in this KB article link below. All right, and so as the super user on the account, you can run reports for all the license keys that are in the entitlement account. To do this, you will want to click on the Download Reports button found in the upper right hand of your My VMware homepage. You will then see this screen here. So you will need to select a report that you would like to generate from the drop-down list here. Then select the entitlement accounts that you would like the report to pull from. And then here you can create a report name if you would like. Or continue on and click the Create button to generate your report. You will then click the CSV icon to download your license report. All right, so now I'm going to turn the time over to RJ Perry, who will now review the support options.
So let's review how you can file a support request in the My VMware portal. You must be provided permissions in the entitlement account to file for support. If you do not have the necessary access to file support, please reach out to your super user for assistance. You can use the My VMware portal to file a support request for several different support types. VMware product support for GA products, 5-pack per incident product support for TAP Access partners, 5-pack SDK support for TAP Elite partners, and submit certification logs for enrolled certification programs. To file a support request in the My VMware portal, you will need to log into the My VMware portal and select Get Support. Under the Technical section, you will select the problem category for the area of the product that you require support on. I've selected Fault Crash. Below, you will select the supported products for the account and then ensure that you have selected the correct entitlement account for this SR. If your license keys have an active support contract, you will be able to file a support request with the product. I've selected VMware vSphere ESXi 6.0 for support. Then you will scroll to the very bottom and click the blue Continue button. After clicking Continue, you will see a list of most common issues and suggestions for the product. You can continue with filing your support request by clicking the Create Support Request Now button. To complete your support request, you'll want to fill in the necessary information for support. Those with the red star are required fields. You will identify the severity of this issue that you are experiencing. You can select 1 through 4, with 1 being severe. Ensure that the issue category is similar to the problem that you are encountering. Next, enter in a description of the problem that you are experiencing in the Issue Description section. Next, you will want to verify your contact information. Ensure that the information is correct so that the support request owner can reach out to you for assistance. If you would like to add additional parties to receive email communication for the support request, you can add them in the secondary email section. Once you have verified that all your information is correct, you can click the Send Request button in the bottom right. You will then receive an acknowledgement of your support request in the portal and an email confirmation with the support request number. There is a link at the bottom of this slide that reviews the steps to file a support request in the MyVMware portal. There are many different support options available through the VMware TAP program. Here we will review the different support options that are available to TAP partners. Named Account Manager, TAP Alliance. As a TAP partner, you can open up a TAP program benefit question via email or phone. The question can be with regards to your TAP program, TAP NFR license keys, listing your product on the VMware Solution Exchange, and certifying your product through the VMware Ready programs. TAP Tech. TAP Tech is available to TAP Elite and global partners who have technical questions regarding certification with VMware. TAP Tech team is the intermediary between the Ecosystem Services Developer Support team and the TAP partner. The TAP Tech team can provide the instructions to obtain support from VMware or request certification support. TAP Tech can also escalate support requests that are not progressing normally with VMware technical support. Partner Central. Partner Central is where active partners are able to gain additional insight regarding VMware. There you can find training, partner university, partner documents, and the partner store. VMware Technical Support, or GSS support. TAP Elite and Global members can get support for TAP NFR license bundles. You're provided 1-year basic support on your TAP NFR license keys. This support is for VMware product support only. If you require additional support from VMware, you will be able to pay for this service. SDK support. The SDK support program offers expert assistance to guide your development process, including sanity checks, best practice recommendations, and workaround suggestions. This program is available for TAP Elite and global partners. VMware Ready certification support. Eligible partners who are in the TAP Elite or global program and one of VMware's certification programs can request support by purchasing the entitlement for the program that you are enrolled in. Engineering Services Developer Support. If you require consulting or additional engineering support, you may request VMware Engineering Services. And VMware Code. As TAP Elite and global partners, you are provided access to the hardware and storage certification in code. Additional programs are available by requesting to join the program. If you require development support, then you will need to identify which type of support is required and create an SR through the identified portal. MyVMware Portal. The MyVMware Portal is where you go to access your TAP NFR license keys, file support requests, and download the VMware software bits. TSA Net support. TSA Net provides a legal framework that both parties agree to abide by regarding support. 5-pack per incident support. TAP Access partners have provided a 5-pack of per incident support. 5-pack SDK support. TAP Elite partners are provided a 5-pack of SDK support. If you would like more information regarding the support options that are available to you and who to contact for support, please refer to the TAP program guide, or you can email tapalliance@vmware.com. So let's move on to the FAQ section. So let's review some frequently asked questions before opening up to Q&A.
All right, RJ, so who's the super user for my TAP NFR license keys?
To find out who the super user is for your TAP NFR license keys, please send an email to tapalliance@vmware.com. TAP Alliance will provide you the name and email address of the super user. You will need to reach out to the contact and request permission to the TAP NFR licenses.
All right, I cannot find any license keys. Who should I contact?
If you cannot find the Manage License Keys section in the MyVMware portal, then you will need to request access from the super user for the entitlement account. Usually, you will need to reach out internally within your company and find out who the correct super user is for your entitlement account. If you require assistance, you can email tapalliance@vmware.com.
Okay, how can I access the SDK or API?
You will need to have a valid TAP Elite account created in Partner Central. You will then follow the instructions in the TAP program guide and go to the VMware code site, where you'll have access to the SDKs and APIs. Some SDKs and APIs require additional program membership to access.
All right, so can I use the same key in different development environments?
No, you cannot. You would be outside of your agreement with VMware if you use the same VMware license key in different environments at the same time. You can only use the license key in a single environment at any given time.
Okay, I logged into my VMware. Where are my license keys?
Your license keys can be found in the Manage License Keys section.
Okay, how do I identify TAP NFR license keys versus other license keys?
To identify TAP NFR license keys in the MyVMware portal, you need to know the order number or contract number related to the NFR license keys. If you do not know your TAP NFR order numbers, you will need to contact tapalliance@vmware.com. Okay, so now we'll head on over to the Q&A section.
All right, so we'll go ahead and start answering some questions now. And just a reminder, if anyone wants to say their question over the line, you can hit *6, and that'll go ahead and unmute your line. And then RJ and I will make sure to address your question. Or you can also type them into the chat box there at the right-hand side of the WebEx. So either *6 to unmute your line, and RJ and I will go ahead and address any questions, or the chat box as well. So let's go ahead and give everyone a moment to answer any questions they may have.
Hi, this is Dave Kelleher from Hitachi. I have a question.
Okay.
First of all, thank you for the presentation. It is very helpful to see the material. So recently joined Hitachi and have been given a super user status. And I logged into the MyVMware portal to look at our NFR entitlements the other day. And I couldn't easily find a report that showed me which of the NFR licenses we have currently unallocated as separate from the ones that are already allocated. So I guess in summary, can I get a report easily that summarizes which of the NFRs are not already allocated?
Hi, Dave. This is RJ. Unfortunately, the MyVMware portal doesn't have the capability of showing which keys are in use in your environment. That's why we have the notes section on the keys to kind of show where, you know, the super users previous have allocated the license keys. So unfortunately, that's not available.
Okay, yeah, I did find the notes, but it sort of required me to go through every key to find out is it allocated or not. Okay.
Yeah, unfortunately, I'm sorry about that.
Okay, perhaps for the future.
All right, and just a reminder as well, this is a recorded session that we are going to go ahead and publicize on Partner Central, and we will make sure that everyone is aware as soon as our session does get publicized for your future reference. And then also, we're going to go ahead and, of course, leave more time for questions. Any questions that do not get addressed on today's session, you can send an email to TAP Alliance, that's TAPALLIANCE @VMware.com, and we will address any questions, or you can reach out to RJ Perry and myself directly, and we'll make sure to get you taken care of as well. And just another reminder, any questions that you have that we didn't cover, you'd like us to elaborate a little bit more regarding today's session, you can hit *6 to unmute your line and go ahead and ask your question, or you can write it into the text box there in the right-hand side of your WebEx screen.
This is David again. I have another question. Sorry.
Oh, no, great. No, yeah, great.
So one other thing that I found very helpful is you have a NFR webpage where I can go in and manually request additional licenses over and above the TAP allocation. I understand they don't come with support. That's not my issue. The question is there sort of a grouping of those licenses that I can view in addition to the TAP NFR licenses you just walked us through? So there's like two buckets, if you would.
Okay, so you want to see all the requests that have been put in through the portal for you?
Yeah, so that you're correct. So I put some in through the portal. I've done quite a few of those. That works very well. The NFR licenses you just walked us through is a sort of different bucket. Those ones come with support, for example, is my understanding.
Right.
Can I see an overall report that brings the unsupported with the supported, just to see a full view of all the NFRs that we have?
Okay, sure. Dave, I can send you a report. We can just move this conversation offline, and I can get you taken care of there.
Great, thanks a lot.
No problem, Dave. You'll be hearing from me shortly.
Okay, thank you.
Did we have any other questions?
I have a question.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Hi, this is Curtis Hall with Pure Storage. So quick question, the MyVMware support for Chrome on the MacBook OS, it's still not there. We kind of have to use Safari. Any idea when MyVMware is going to support Chrome?
I'm not sure. I haven't heard of that as being a problem, but I can definitely look into it and get back to you on that.
Okay, yeah, it definitely doesn't work. So many of the controls don't work, so you're really forced to use Safari.
You have to use another browser. Okay. I can definitely get. And what was your name again?
Harris, Harris.
Okay. All right, Harris. I will look into that and get back to you. Okay.
Cool. Thanks.
Yep.
Yeah, and Harris, if you want to, if you can email into either TAP Alliance @VMware.com or TAPTech, TAPTECH @VMware.com. That'll get routed to RJ and I as well, and we'll make sure to get you taken care of on that. So.
All right. Thanks.
Yeah, you bet. All right, and I see Natalia has a question regarding NFR request forms. So we'll see. All right, so the question came through, is there a special place on the portal where all NFR request history global TAP forms are saved?
So it sounds like, Natalia, you need a report of the TAP licenses that have been requested through the portal? I can definitely get that to you. If you want to email into tapalliance@vmware.com, we can definitely get that taken care of.
Yeah, just let us know, what you'd like in that report. NFR request history, global tap form, and we'll be able to assist you with that report. All right, and just another reminder, *6 to unmute your line, or you can type it into the chat box here. And then this is a recorded session. Anything that did not get answered today, please send an email to tapalliance@vmware.com, and we'll make sure to get your question taken care of. So let's go ahead and give it a little bit more time for anyone to ask any questions.
Hi, this is Ram. And,
hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Hello. I have a question. I also have a question regarding the request from Global Tap form. And starting from a year ago, we are making some requests using that form. And actually, we have a question regarding the type of the license that is being issued after the after placing the request. In some cases, we have the evaluation type of license, which is just an email with the serial number. And in other cases, we have the real TAP NFR licenses that we can see on my VMware portal. And my question is, if we would like to have the licenses on my VMware portal and we really need these licenses for a long period, such as more than a year, what should we do? How should we type in that request form in order to get the licenses as TAP NFR and to be able to view them on my VMware portal? Actually, it could be discussed separate from this meeting, but this is a problem that we are facing during last month.
Yeah, if we can take this, it'll probably be a longer conversation. So if you want to just email TAP Alliance, and I'd be happy to, walk you through on the portal and some different, ways to get NFRs or evals on there.
Okay, thank you very much. That's all.
Yeah, you bet. It sounded like we had another gentleman who had a question there.
Yes, this is Ram, and I want to find out whether this is I see that it is getting recorded. This even if I want to replay it later, how can I get a link for this?
Yeah, so this is a recorded session. We are going to publicize it on Partner Central. As soon as we have that ready, we will let you know. We should have it ready, probably here shortly. I'd say within the next week. And so we will let everyone know. And if you don't hear from us, which you should hear from us, but if you don't, send us an email and we'll make sure that you have access to the recording.
Sure, thank you. And today's sessions, you have a list of items you're planning to cover for today, like what are other sessions and all. I couldn't locate it. Somehow I missed it. Where can I find it?
Yeah, so, we don't have anything on the agenda yet. We had a few roadmap sessions on the different topics, concerning NSX and other topics in the spring, and we are going to have some more sessions, coming this fall. I'm currently working with the communication team to hear from you guys what you guys would like to see, coming up in the future sessions. And so let us know. Send us an email and let us know, because we're still, kind of seeing what the hot topics are, what our partners want to see, and we want to, be able to bring in the appropriate presenters to, present on those topics, whether it's roadmap, things that are coming out, current things, current discussions. And so we have a few things in the works. Nothing is official yet, but please, let us know ASAP. Send an email to TAP Alliance, and we'll make sure that gets directed to our communication team. And we'd love to hear, what you guys would love to see going forward. So.
Sure. One other thing I can think about is like you have different types of certifications and programs and all. Is there a consolidated session which gives an overview of all the programs and all those things, so that any partner can easily understand where they have to go approach, which program they have to utilize for? Yes. Yeah.
So if you actually just email, if you send an email to either TAP Alliance or TAP Tech, I can schedule that with you and just give you an overview of all of the different certifications, VMware Ready certifications. Just kind of go through the whole entire bookshelf, I guess, that we have here at VMware that we offer our TAP partners, and go through each one of the different certification paths with you, and even learn a little bit more about your solutions, and kind of see where they best fit. And I'd be more than happy to have a conversation with you on that and bring in whoever we need to, and we could even schedule a personal one-on-one session with you to cover that.
Oh, thank you. I'll send a note to you. Should I send it to TAP Alliance, right? TAPalliance.com?
Yeah. Yep. TAP Alliance, and it'll get routed to. It'll immediately get routed to RJ and myself, and we'll get that scheduled.
Okay. Thank you. Great.
Yep. You bet. All right. Any other questions real quick? All right. Well, if that is it, I want to go ahead and thank you again for joining our presentation today.